All right, here we are near Five Islands up on an old wood road in the mountains. And there is an adit up here that we're going to go check out. And the boys are just getting ready. And we're going to head off into this field to that big mountain over there. And after a very long hike, and down in the valley on the other side in a river, there is a beautiful adit for a barite mine. Let's go. Walking through the forest, you come across, of course, these signs. Department of Mines and Energy say dangerous hazardous area. And of course, another great hint that you're close. So you look on this sign, there is a mine here, down. Of course, it's way down. But we're going down to the brook river level. That's where the adit is. Here's the river down in the valley, and the adit is just on the other side. Let's keep going. So once you get to the other side, there's a little chasm of mine water that's coming down to the river. It's kind of a hint that something's going on from up above, and up in there is the opening. Okay, just climbed up the hill a little bit here, and if you look, this trench of flowing water goes right up there in the distance. You can see the opening and a nice yellow DNR sign waiting for us. Let's keep going. There it is, with a little chasm of water coming out, right down to the river. All right, let's see what we've got here. There's a little bit of water in it. There it is. Yeah, she's not very big from the outside. We're gonna have a look once we're inside. Up from the riverbed. It's way up here too. Danger, danger. All right, here we are inside. Quite a lot of your breath makes humidity mist. But yeah, this one's a bit scraggy. It doesn't look so solid, but a little bit of water, nothing special, maybe 8 to 10 inches deep at best. And we're just gonna rubber boot it. Looks like the end up there, but we're gonna go check it out. All right, here we are, coming up here. We're up out of the water now. Oh, it continues. It goes into a stope. Here they come. Yeah, it takes a hard right turn here and goes into what looks like a small stope. And the wall's covered in this milky, creamy. Can you reach out and touch it? Is it soft or hard?
Solid.
Yeah, it looks like porcelain. All right.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
We're coming up into a... Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming into a stopey area. Here's those timbers holding things up. A real neat configuration in here. Timbers sort of holding up from two directions here.
There's like 15 million tons of rock on top of us right now, so I think these timbers are doing it.
They're more intact than some of the other ones we've been in, though.
Yeah.
They're as big as telephone poles almost. That goes down in there, and that's below the floor here. Beer bottle down in there. There's looking back down to where we came from. The drift down back to the entrance, where it takes the right-hand turn. Like I say, it opens up really big in here.
They made they put a drift going up, and this is holding back.
This is holding back all of that. If you look up in the ceiling, there's these weird caverns like this with these black crystals forming. Look at that. Looks like black quartz crystals. Okay, we found the geocache in here. It's actually hidden inside the mine. And open that up, see what we find here.
Magic baking powder.
All right, maybe it's not a geocache because we're finding there's no pencils or medallions or souvenirs. Let's see what it says.
Duncan
Hold on.
or Eureka Barite Mine. Discovered by J. Marsden Corbett, born 1809, and son George Stalling Corbett, born 1844. Sons Joe, Lornan, and Stan. Lons and Joe.
That looks like a
It
family
says a
tree.
family tree. Edith C. visited 1975.
Last
Carol
visit.
G. last visit. Martin C. 2012. Something and Larry Brandon. Carol C. and Helen Tyson. July 16th, 2012.
In a magic baking powder cup
Inside the mine.
inside the mine, hidden up here in some. Yeah, we're putting putting back the can in that little nook where it was. Some interesting minerals here surrounding it too. We've discovered down in this stope that there is a tunnel that goes below the floor here. If you look, see it there?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out. We're finding directions, folks, going everywhere here. They made tunnels up and down and on angles, and so here I'm off the beaten path now. I'm actually down in one of the stopes below the floor, and here's this tunnel we were just looking at. It just goes down, and we're gonna scrabble down in there and see what we find. All right, I just came down from the stope there on the upper level, and I came down this little crawl space, and there's some busted logs and things, but it opens up in here to a whole nother drift that heads on a downward slope, and we're going to take a walk and see where this goes. There's an old paint can. Now this is not hard rock mining, folks. This one's a bit sketchy. The walls are like loose, crumbling concrete, and it literally looks that way. Just pure pale gray. Not one hard rock in sight. You can literally claw at it with your fingernails and it'll scrabble into your hands.
Holy shit.
Yeah, just don't step on that board,
Yeah.
because that's a false floor on logs.
Yeah, you're right, it is, isn't it?
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, there's definitely another level that was down here. I'm zoomed in with my light a bit so you can see around, but wow, there's a whole nother drift down in there. Very blue. I can see a coin down in there, like a quarter or something on the bottom, but that's at least 8 feet deep. Crystal clear spring water. On this side, there's a ladder going down into the water like that, and it's got the blue on it as well. And the drift just goes way over in there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Deep as hell, holy God. It's like an underground lagoon, but it's just another level below the one above, but it is nearly full of water, probably within 6 to 10 inches of the ceiling. So here's looking back up the tunnel from the lower level here at the ladder. So this was basically the decline to get down to it. Here's the rusty old bucket that was on the way. Beautiful little artifacts you find down in here. All right, so there's sort of the central hallway again. This is really difficult to show the way it's laid out, but there's a drift that goes up, literally up from the floor here. Here's my boots. If you look up, it's a good 8 feet above my head, so you have to kind of climb this this dirt wall here and get up there. It looks like a whole nother, maybe a 3rd level. And from up there, if you look down, there's also more stoping down in here, slightly below the middle level. Went way in there. No kidding. We've lost cell phone service in here, folks. Uh-oh. I've got no data. I can't get on the internet. And someone's been in here because there's an old 6-volt lantern battery, as well as some Big 8 and Pepsi cans, Dasani water. All these openings like little geodes, all crystallized with their little pointed teeth of crystals. Let's go in here, folks. Looks like a cave-in, but it was once a drift by the look of things, so we'll take a peek in here and just see what happened. We'll go against the back wall there and see what we see. All right, this is the back wall, and there's the ceiling. And it does look like it continues, but it doesn't really, because if you look up, it goes up into an end, and there it is. All right, here's that upper drift. I'm gonna go and check that out. It is said to just end. All right, and here's up in that upper drift. It does go for approximately, I don't know, 30, 40 feet, and it just ends down there. It's an awful muddy climb here to get up in there, so I'm just gonna give up and just take this last shot of down in here, because it's much the same. And here's the wide view.
Yeah, there's a whole nother drift up there. I'm not going to get up there.
Really?
But, yeah.
So there's more discoveries up in there. There's a platform right there, and this timbering.
Oh, there we go.
So it is another drift up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's another shot up in that drift that goes off to his left. Unfortunately, we can't get up over this ledge to get at it, plus the timbering's getting pretty weak and moist, so the pink quartz is spilling water. This is one of our water sources into the mine. All right, we're on the way out. Here we are at the turn. There is the mouth. A little bit of water. We're hitting our heads. That's why we wear helmets. Yeah, a little bit of water to slop through here. Oh, banging our heads still. Ow, oh, ow, oh, ow, oh, ow, shit, ow, oh. Here we come. Squeeze through this little rat hole. And we're back out into the world. And the lens is gonna get foggy in the humidity because it's icy cold in there. And here comes the boys. We made it. So that ends our visit to this adit here near 5 Islands. Takes quite a hike to get here, but and we thought it was going to be much smaller, but it was quite extensive inside. Very, very impressive. Lots of things to see in all different directions and multiple levels and sunken, flooded ones. So the boys are getting ready to go home. We got a long hike back to the vehicle, and that's it. We'll see you next time.